we've got to address the facts that I am. Well, how do we put this? I overslept again. I can't help feeling that maybe this is indicative of a very, when people are like, "Oh, I just worked really hard this week." I don't think I'm capable of working a little bit hard. I think I go all or nothing. I'm like, all in or nothing. So I've definitely been working later than I should have been this week. Like,
how long ago was it when we had that phone call? When you were stressed? When I was. Oh,
when I ranted.
Yeah.
That was Tuesday, I think.
Oh, okay. So you've had like a week of work after that.
Yeah. Tuesday was actually the day I think I left early.
Fuck's sake! What is wrong with you?
I've got issues, man. So anyway, I'd like to formally apologise to Kat publicly for again another week being useless and sleeping. I wish I could wear. You know what it was this morning? I think I have a valid excuse, especially this morning. So I woke up and I have the radio on when I wake up because I'm still like mentally about 20 years older than I actually am. So I wake up to the radio, and there was some guy talking about something, and I was like, I don't remember what it was, but I was just like, "You're so fucking stupid," and it really made me angry because he was just talking, but it was like he spent 5 minutes talking about this thing. I was like, you haven't said fucking anything. You are a waste of... And I was really annoyed about it. And so I ended up just smashing the... Like, literally, my hand reached over from the bed, slammed down on the off button. I was like, fuck you. And then I closed my eyes, and the next thing I know, I woke up, and it was 2 hours later. So, really, I blame people on the radio for being fucking idiots. Again, it's possibly on me for not having any tolerance whatsoever, especially in the morning, and just being like, you're a fucking idiot. Bang, gone.
I've just got the image of you waking up with like without your glasses on, like, oh my god. Yeah, I want to kill this person. Welcome back.
Welcome back to the World's Rights Podcast. Just to clarify from last week, I am not a chronic wanker. I don't think we need to address that any further.
I'm sorry.
I'm still reeling from that. I'm still... Like, someone said to me yesterday, they were like, you didn't have to end up there. I was like, no, you don't understand. Like, I had to explain it. They were like, no, you didn't. You could have just moved on. I'm like, yeah, I could have done. But I didn't.
Not to distract from the chronic...
I wish you would.
Chronic
I wish you would.
But I was just going to say, I'm currently wearing a neon orange hair towel because when Chris woke up, I was in the bath and I don't normally dry my hair with a hairdryer. Like, I don't do it very often, so it's up in in a little wrap.
Well, if it helps, I have this like blanket wrap thing that my mum bought when she went to Kenya for me. So I'm wearing that currently. So I look kind of like I'm just wrapped in a blanket and sat in my chair like some kind of old guy. He's in his 80s and it's like a cold night, but it's not. It's just something. I'm just enjoying it. I like it.
What we're trying to say is that we are the cool kids of the internet.
I just think everyone else thinks they're cool. You know, everyone else will show you their £1 million houses, but you know what? I'm living in my parents' house with this wrap on, and I'm fucking living my life to the max right now. You're meant to give it a moral support there.
I just got such an image of you, and it's making me happy. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad an image of me makes me happy. I do have something else to say, but I will go on.
Basically, I started doing a Instagram video that I was just about to, on the story that I was about to post when you called, and I still haven't posted it, so I'm just going to post it quickly.
Perfect. I'm
formally apologising for this.
Okay, great. It's gonna be another one where it's like Chris is a fucking idiot, isn't it?
No, actually, it wasn't. Oh. It's more I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh.
And you'll laugh when you see it.
I look forward to it. If you're not following us on Instagram, by the way, it's at world_2_rates_podcast. I would like to explain to you why that's the case, but honestly, I can't be fucked. So
because you're in a silly, goofy mood.
Yeah, pretty much. So just go head over there and click follow, and I'll love you forever.
Okay, I've posted it.
Thank you. No, I had something I wanted to say. Basically,
yeah.
In underneath all my like mess of like working myself into a mess and various things, my phone let me down this week.
Oh no!
It's quite annoying because it turns out that on Thursday, Kat messaged me to tell me that she'd been shortlisted for the job she was telling us about last week. So congratulations.
Thank you. I no longer want to die.
I'm very proud of you. And I'd like to again apologise for my phone being a fucking idiot and not telling me about the message. But it made me very happy to see it. I won't lie to you.
Aw, thank you. No, it was just like, yeah, it's a weird one because I'm trying to not get too excited. But then it's even like if I get rejected, the fact that I was shortlisted for my dream job at the dream company, it's like at least I'm doing.
You made it over the first step, right?
Exactly.
This is good. This is great news.
And they said that interviews are in a few weeks, so I'm hoping that gives me a bit of time to sort my life out.
Yes.
Basically.
I'm very excited.
I am pooping myself, but I'm so it gave me the, I don't know, like happiness I needed. Like motivation or whatever. I don't know. I don't. I've been so thrown this morning by. I had late night. Oh my god, late night last night. It's because we had a good week last week. This week I'm just gonna be. And because I've got
maybe that's why I couldn't wake up this week. Maybe that's why my brain was like, last week was a good week. This week can be a shit week.
And the other thing is, like, with my hair towel, it goes over my ears, so I've got my headphones over the hair towel, so I literally can't fucking hear. I can kind of hear myself talking, but I can't hear anything around me, and it's like really disorientating. Brilliant.
So Piers is going to walk in, and you're going to have no idea.
So the video I just posted on the Instagram story is about the fact that I was testing my mic before you called, and I could see the levels going up, but I was like, well, why? I'm not talking, I'm not making noise, why are the levels going up? And I thought it was, I had Spotify in the background in my headphones to test whether your voice would pick up on the mic, and I'm thinking, no, the levels are way too loud for that. So I'm like swinging my head backwards, like this is like, is it picking that up to test it? And then I realised the dog had walked in the room, and it was the dog, but I couldn't hear him, so.
Fucking hell. It was Pippin, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It's always fucking Pippin. Kat phoned me this week, right? And in the middle of talking to Kat on the phone, still Pippin can't help but be the centre of attention.
But it's only when I'm talking to you. I swear. I don't know. Pippin. He just suddenly decides, no, Uncle Chris, I need attention.
I do love him, but he is a needy fuck. I think I can say that about your dog. I think that's okay.
Oh, yeah. No, he is. Yeah. He keeps getting into bed with me at the moment.
Aww.
Oh my god, I weighed him a couple of days ago, and... Oh,
Lord. Oh, God. Oh, no. Is he a bit of a chonk at the moment?
So, I noticed the other day, I said to Pierce, I was like, Pippin's belly looks quite fat for a greyhound, doesn't it? Because, like, obviously greyhounds, when they're fat, they don't look fat, if that makes sense.
No, I mean, greyhounds aren't really known for being fat dogs, generally.
And the thing was, the vet said when, like, back in August, I think it was, said he is, like, on the cusp, so, like, don't feed him any more than you are. And
Piers has been feeding him on the side.
Well, this is the thing. I sometimes forget how much I've fed him, because Peg sometimes doesn't eat her food, so then he eats her food. So then I put more food down for Peg, and then if she doesn't eat it again, he eats, like...
Pippin's having a great time here. Peg's like there, eating a little bit, like, oh, this will do for me. And Pippin's like, go on, walk away, that's for me.
Literally, it's just so bad. And when he went to the vets when he was a bit chonky, he was, I think he was 40 kilo, 40.1 or 40.2. He's now 41.7 or 41.8. So he's basically 42 kilos, and
I mean, on the one hand, it's only 2 kilos. On the other hand, if he was already on the cusp, that's probably gone the wrong direction.
Yeah. It's just when he lies down and his belly's all bloated, and you're just like, greyhounds shouldn't look like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I know it's not actually... It's a bit funny because he's only slightly overweight. Obviously, when dogs are really overweight, it's really, you know, bad for their joints and
of course,
and heart and all that shit. So I'm hoping he just goes on a slight diet and he'll be back.
He'll be alright. You know, we all reach that point in the winter. Let's ignore the fact that obviously this is, you know, let's forget the August thing. We all reach this point after Christmas, and you know. Much like the rest of us, hopefully he'll work it off.
It's his COVID bod. It's his COVID.
Yeah, we've all got the COVID bod.
It's good vibes.
It is good vibes. But no, I am very proud of you for getting shortlisted. I mean, given that we were talking about it and you were like worried because, you know, you were like, if they've taken it down that quickly, they must have found someone who's like really qualified for the job.
Yeah.
I mean, you made it onto the shortlist. So if this shortlist is people who they think are really qualified to do a job, then clearly there's a good chance for you. I don't want to build it up too much. I'm just saying.
I know.
A little bit of positivity.
Yeah. I was like so excited, and then it was like the dread of either I've got to face getting rejected, and you can say, oh yeah, it was a good experience and it was nice that they considered me, all you want, but at the end of the day,
no one wants the rejection.
If you get rejected from your dream job, it's gonna be pretty shit.
But yes, Nick, congrats to you.
Thank you.
After last week's, like, well, I say last week's, for people who are listening, this will be
2
weeks. Will be 2 weeks from when we talked about it on the podcast, which will in itself be a few days on from when we had to call about it. So for us, this is kind of old news. Well, no, for you, but it's old news. For us, it's not.
It's new news.
In the moment, it's not. Okay, it's gone wrong. Anyway, you know, I mean, that's that. Did your sister have a good birthday yesterday? I don't know if this is a podcast kind of topic, but...
Yeah. She's way too cool for school. Like...
Understandable.
She's just like, yeah, I just want something low-key. I just want to get McDonald's or something. Like,
our sisters are cooler than us. I think it's okay to say that.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying. You know?
Yeah.
No? She wanted Lego for her birthday.
Fucking nice. Get in there.
Yeah.
Strong choice.
I was just, I was proud of her. And she, so we got her some Star Wars Lego and some clothes and that, and the Star Wars thing that we got her, I say we got her, Piers picked it out. He was stressing me out too much. He was stood there looking, and he goes, he kept picking one up and then putting it down and picking another one and putting it down. I don't know which one, I don't know. And I was like, well, I don't fucking know, do I? And I went, I'll come back to you. I'm getting a drink, you're stressing me out.
Brilliant.
Because the thing is, I'd be like, okay, let's just get this one, and he'd be like, oh but so yeah, so I went and got us some drinks and came back, and he was still Still didn't.
You were just like, well, I don't fucking know. You pick one. God. Walks away.
I actually. Oh yeah, I was quickly. Anyway, she built this whole thing while we were sat there chatting. I was very impressed. She just got on with it and did it. But I was gonna say at B&M I had an embarrassing story. It wasn't that.
Buckle in, everyone. Buckle in. Get your blankets.
It's probably really boring, but
no, I'm gonna love it.
Essentially, what happens is we pull up at B&M and we were sort of rushing, but we realised later on we didn't actually need to rush. But anyway, I'm rushing. I go to undo my bag and the zip comes off in my hand, like the whole zip, the whole tag, and I was like, for fuck's sake. And the thing was, I wasn't opening it, I was shutting it. So I shut my phone and my purse and my keys in the bag. And
you shut it and then the zip broke?
Yeah, as I was shutting it, the zip just came off the track, like it just didn't stop.
No.
So I was like, great. And I was like, I'll work it out when we get back into the car or whatever. And then we go to the shops, we get to the checkout, and then the woman asks for ID, and I'm like, for fuck's sake. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to peel open the tracks of the bag. So I do that, and I'm thinking, I hate my life. And you know when you're in a panic because you don't want to act shifty when someone's asking for your ID.
But you look shifty now because you're trying not to look shifty.
Yeah, while I'm ripping open my bag.
Exactly. It's a shifty kind of thing to be doing.
Yeah, and I get, and this was to buy a single hooch. One single hooch. So
there's not even any alcohol in there. Come on now.
No, exactly. And Piers was there and he was like about to pay, and he gave her his ID, and I was thinking, like Piers never gets ID because I think having a beard sort of, and the fact he's 28. Yeah, and anyway, I get my ID out and she goes, I don't need yours. And I was like, right. And I was thinking, I've just ripped open my fucking bag. And she's, I only need the person who's paying. And I was like,
okay, well, in that case, I mean this in the loveliest of ways, of course. Piers doesn't look underage.
No. He's like just under 6 foot with a beard, and he's not like some little, I don't know, skinny road man. Peg, what are you doing?
Peg's trying to contemplate the idea of Piers being a skinny road man, which, to be fair, I'm struggling with imagining it as well.
But you know, like with like the skinny road man type.
No, I know exactly
I
what you mean.
don't actually know how old you are. You could be 25 or you could be like 16. I have no idea. But yeah, I don't know if it was because I think he was wearing his Star Wars COVID mask. So maybe they thought, he's definitely a teenager. I don't know, but yeah. So I'm there and I'm stood there with my ID and I'm like, well, for fuck's sake, I've now broken my bag for no reason.
I mean, okay, let's be real on this. The fact that she let you work through that, struggle through that, and at no point did she think to say, I don't need yours. She just let you carry on struggling, and only when you finish struggling does she go, oh no, I'm actually fine.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
And then I was walking out of the shop, and then Piers was laughing at himself, and I thought he was laughing at me with my broken bag, and then he turned his head to look at me, and I see this woman who is in like a tracksuit that's like quite a bright purple, and it's all like monotone, and I thought he was laughing at this woman looking at her. I was like, what the fuck? It turns out he was laughing at himself. I don't even know what he was laughing at. And I'm just there like, what the fuck are you doing? You're trying to get us murdered. Like, why are you going around laughing at people? So, it's a really successful trip.
Brilliant. From beginning to end, that was absolutely brilliant. You succeeded.
Yeah.
In having the most awkward trip to B&M that you could possibly have.
I really recommend going. It was a really fun experience. Piers freaked me out this morning as well, because I was like, oh, I'm just going to do the podcast in my Stitch onesie. Because...
I mean, you've done it before. We've seen the Stitch onesie.
Exactly. And I was like, his aunt's coming over later, and I knew I wanted to have a bath and get ready for that. So I was just like, well, I don't have to get into clean clothes and then have a bath and whatever.
Yeah.
And then he goes, oh yeah, well, aren't you concerned that the people who are checking you out for the job might see that? And I was like,
oh, okay.
Well, I was like, no, I'm not. I don't. If they see me, it's acceptable. And in my head, I'm thinking, is it? And now I'm sat
in the
here
nicest
with
possible way. I don't know how to put this, but if that's your concern, I would say that we're already fucked on that regard.
Oh God! What if they listen to the podcasts and they're like?
If they're listening to the podcast, then hello. First of all, welcome. I'd like to welcome you in. Hello. I don't look very professional right now. I'd like to confirm that I am basically the main instigator of all the terrible things this podcast does. Kat, on the other hand, is just she's trying her best to keep us on track. She's trying her best to keep us on track, quite honestly. And she needs to cut us some fucking slack, right? Give her the job, and we'll say no more about it. I'm clearly look at this confrontational tone I've taken talking to you. I am the problem. She's great. Hire her. I'm obviously not applying for a job with you, which is good, because as I think we've established now, you would not accept me because I have issues. But she doesn't, so take her on. Thanks very much, and I'll see you later. There you go.
I love the fact you love me enough to lie on my behalf.
I did not lie on your behalf. Why are you telling people that? Why are you saying that?
Yes, queen.
Don't do it. Yes, queen. Chronic wanker.
People are going to think you've got Tourette's if you start doing that.
It's, to be honest, sometimes I do doubt myself. Can I talk to you about something? I need to address something.
Uh-oh.
I learned it this week and it's upset me.
Uh-oh.
Maybe you already know it, but okay, let's go for this. So, in the UK, when we make a cup of tea, generally, I mean, I speak on behalf of most people. When we make a cup of tea, we use an appliance known as a kettle.
Oh, okay.
Which sole purpose exists
Americans
to boil
don't
water.
have. Yeah.
Well, I learned yesterday that... Okay, let me talk you through it. Because I had to really... I addressed this on stream. It really upset me to the point where it broke me for a little while. So, apparently, the process is... They take a mug. Okay? So, you got your mug. So far, so good. You got a mug.
I'm scared.
I know. So, tea bag in mug. Cold water.
What?
Cold water.
And then put it in the microwave.
Well, it gets worse.
Oh no.
To this cold water and tea bag, you add milk. And then you place it in the microwave.
What? Surely you microwave it and then add the milk.
Well, look, I don't know why you're trying to even justify it either way. Regardless of when you add the milk, we need to talk about this.
Say you were kettleless. Say you were in some weird situation where you were kettleless.
Okay, no, but that's an extreme situation where things are desperate. Okay? These people are not... It's America. Okay? America.
Is disturbing. How do they make...
They
have coffee machines. Right.
Well, apparently, some people in America, they've got their instant coffee. You know what they're doing, Kat? They're putting it in a microwave.
Ugh.
Yes, exactly. You see the problem. They're putting it in a microwave, and it's time for us to have a chat about this, America. That should be your last resort, okay? I want to find out that you have got no way of purchasing a kettle before you decide to go anywhere near the microwave with your cup of tea. This is
probably why they think we're weird for drinking tea all the time, because their tea tastes like shit because they made it in a microwave with milk.
Look. we've been willing to forgive quite a lot, America, quite honestly. And I say this as a country which is itself a fucking disaster right now. Okay? The world's been pretty forgiving of us recently. And I really feel like if we want the world to keep being forgiving of us, it's not a great time for you to let the fucking side down and be microwaving tea. Stop. Don't do it anymore. Buy a fucking kettle like a civilized human being and we'll say no more about this. But I'm immensely angry about it. It's really upset me in a number of ways, and I have decided that we need to start a hashtag. And hashtag is
America.
Save America. Yes, you've got it. Hashtag Save America. This is unacceptable. Quite honestly, I'm baffled that at any point you've all decided, like I say, I know that over here in the UK we've got our own shit show at the moment. Have you seen our Prime Minister? It's a miracle that I'm still calling him our Prime Minister. Maybe by the time this goes out, he won't be Prime Minister anymore.
Is it true that he got the crime rates mixed up? Instead of saying that they were, the crime rates had increased by 14%, he said that they decreased.
I think you've been quite kind. I think you're being quite kind to him, because you appear to have suggested there that he got it wrong. Now, I'm not saying anything here, Cam, but do you not think it's a bit coincidental that when the crime rates increased by 14%, he happens to say decreased by 14%, the same percentage, on multiple occasions? Do you not think it's a little bit strange and coincidental that someone who remembered the number would just get the direction wrong 5 times? Or is it more possible, and work with me on this, that a man who's known as a serial compulsive liar may, and work with me on this, he may have lied? Do you work with that as you will? Do with that information as you will? I'm just leaving that there for your little nugget. But anyway, we're a fucking shambles over here, and we don't need you making tea in the microwave. Okay? We're trying to restore the world's faith in us, and you're letting the fucking side down. I'll deal with our mess. I'll deal with old decreases by 14% if you don't count fraud and serious crime or whatever it was that he didn't count. I'll deal with old Partygate over here. You just get the kettles. We'll send you over some. Do you want some kettles? We got a shit ton. I went to Curry's the other day. There was plenty in them. Curry's, for people who don't know, is just an electronics store of various kinds where they sell
kettles,
gadgets and appliances at an inflated rate, effectively, because they have no competition. Anyway, this has been a disjointed rant about the many problems with the UK and America. Did you enjoy? How was it?
That was beautiful. Sorry, I was just.
I kept that to about 6 minutes worth, though.
Good
I
one.
was watching the timer the whole time. I managed to do all of that in 6 minutes.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
The only excuse you can have for not having a kettle, hear me out, in America, is if you have a hot tap. Like a boiling tap, not a hot tap, a boiling tap. Which is essentially a kettle. So
I'll allow it. Because we have those at work. And they put out boiling hot water. Yeah.
That's really fancy.
It is. I think it's a way of making sure that we don't spend too much time away from our desks. So rather than provide a kettle, provide a hot tap, and then, immediately you've saved yourself time which you could be spending slacking. I make up for it, obviously, by talking to people. You can tell it's a desperate need when I'm talking to people.
That sounds about right.
Anyway, so unless you've got the boiling, and I mean boiling, don't be fucking me about with some lukewarm shit, okay? It's not enough to just turn on a hot tap and have lukewarm water. I mean, first of all, I don't know what state it is in America, but we don't tend to drink water just from a hot water tap in the UK. It's got to be boiling, obviously. So don't bullshit me, okay? Just buy a kettle and we'll say no more about it. And in the meantime, we'll deal with the facts that Boris Johnson is a serial liar. Sorry, Boris Johnson gets mistaken often, consistently, about the same things at strange times, which would be in some way similar to someone who was intentionally lying?
I feel so stupid.
Why? Is it because you gave him a chance?
Yeah.
You let yourself believe that it's possible he got mistaken. I mean, it's possible that I might be biased against him here.
No.
The thing is, I don't think I am.
Well, I thought he was an idiot for mixing them up. If he did do it innocently, I thought, well,
exactly.
That's a bit stupid.
Let me present to you the two problems.
Then...
The two problems here, Kat, are very simple. Okay. 1. These are two possibilities. Boris Johnson. This is the first possibility. Boris Johnson is stupid. He doesn't actually understand when he's making mistakes, and he makes many of them. Okay, he's just he like genuinely an idiot, a fucking fool. Now in this situation, a man like that is clearly incompetent and not fit to be a prime minister. Therefore, he should resign. Here's possibility 2. Boris Johnson is not an idiot, but he is in fact just a terrible human being who intentionally lies and misleads people, doesn't really care about the consequences of his actions, and is manipulative and cruel. That person is clearly incompetent and unfit to be Prime Minister, and therefore he should resign. Now you can take whichever route you like here, but the end result tends to be he's incompetent and unfit to be Prime Minister. Thank you. So don't feel stupid. I mean, you've taken one of the two possibilities. It's fine, but we agree at the end result here, I imagine.
I agree with you fully. I agree with you fully.
You don't have to say that. You can disagree.
I
know that you're worried that they're still listening. I know you're worried that in your interview they're gonna be like, so you said this thing about Boris, but again, I've led you into this mess. So you're innocent and I'm the problem causer.
I feel like I'm normally so much. No, I'm not. That's giving me too much credit.
No, I'll give you the credit. Go on. What are you saying? I
was gonna say I feel like I'm out of my game a bit. Normally I'm quite sharp.
No, you're being careful this week. You
No,
you don't want to say anything dangerous.
No, I feel like I'm being more problematic by becoming like, as in, I feel like I'm coming across stupid.
No.
Because I can't. My brain. It's like I'm hungover, but I'm just a bit tired. I'm not even. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Maybe it's just Sunday.
I feel really out of it. Maybe I'm getting ill.
Oh, don't be getting ill. Now's not the time for that.
I know. I don't have time to be ill.
No.
Don't you hate that? Like when you get ill, when you're just really busy.
You're like, I've got no time for this illness. Can we book this in for 2 weeks' time when I've got through my shit?
I used to go into school now. Well, not. What's wrong with you? I jumped to.
Okay, you're making it difficult here for us to keep standing by. You can't. You didn't go to school. Come on. Jesus Christ.
I was gonna say, when I used to go to school. I
used to
would go in when I was
years ago.
Many years ago, and I'm all about primary school as well, in particular. So no, hear me out. So what I was gonna say is, I used to go into school very clearly sick and and unwell, but because I loved school, I wanted to go anyway. And now I've realised that actually. That is a bad thing to do because you just make everybody else sick, and I don't know why. Yeah.
I feel like we're given this impression that like if it's just a cold, it's like it's just a cold. Come on, get on with it. But I think the reality of life is that if you are, especially now, if you are able to work from home, and you have a cold, work from home. Don't go into the office. No one wants the cold. Break the cycle. No one wants to share. No one wants to hear you there all day sniffing. I know that when I'm there sniffing, when you do it and you're like, I've done it so many times. Yeah, like in the last 5 minutes, you're like, I've lost count of the amount of times I've done this. They must hate me. No one wants to hear that. They certainly don't want your cold, especially if it's a really bad one.
Have you ever done it?
It'll be fine.
Have you ever done it when you've been choking on water or something? So you start choking on your drink, and then you're pretending that you're not choking. So you're like.
I know it very well. It's the same. It's the thing of like trying not to, like you cough once, and for some reason the act of coughing once, which you know that you need it, you know you need this cough, has inflamed your throat so much that you now need to cough again more. But like you're just there like. And you're like, this is more annoying than if I just walked away and like took a drink of water. But you're like, I can stop this. I have control of my body. You don't. Your body is ultimately in control of you. It's the master. You're just a traveller on board this weird leaky ship. I don't know. This week is not our good week.
It did remind me when you were saying that about this guy at uni who would leave the room to go and blow his nose. On
the one hand respectful, on the other hand slightly weird.
Yeah, slightly weird. And then he would do it right next to the door, so you could hear him anyway. And he'd be like, I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't know what. Why did he not
walk away? If you've already left the room, you may as well go for a little wander.
Exactly, and it's like the most disgusting noises like coming out, and you're just like, bro.
You may as well have just done it in a room. Everyone's gonna feel ill anyway.
And once he asked my lecturer if if he could leave the room to go and blow his nose, and then my lecturer like pulls out a tissue out of his sleeve, and and then the guy was like, is it clean? Or it's the most embarrassing, like second-hand embarrassment was so real. And he's like, well, he's not going to give you a dirty tissue, is he?
That's the worst.
It's just what older people do. They have tissues around. Like,
it's a terrible moment. It's a terrible, terrible moment.
And it was just.
I feel I've got
so
third-hand
awkward.
Embarrassment right now.
It was just.
This is
so
genuine
awkward.
third-hand embarrassment for him.
The thing was, I don't think the guy even was that embarrassed by the whole thing. He just like.
Well, clearly not. He's going outside a room and making his horrible noises. The human body is quite disgusting when you think about it, isn't it? It's fucking vile. So many weird things come out of it. You're like, I produced that. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's pretty vile. That's my thought for the week, I'd say. The human body. Pretty vile.
Oh my god, do you want to know something disturbing that I found out this week?
Oh no. Go on, hit me with it.
Is that after women have babies, some people can get, well, not just women, any person who has had a baby, sort of, they can get cysts in their uterus, I think, that are the texture of, they're the same, oh my god, I can't explain this. You know, like hair and nail follicles or whatever. It's basically made out of like what, like I guess calcium is what your nails are made from or something. These cysts are the consistency of your nails in your reproductive.
How do you get them removed? Can you get them removed?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, what are they called? So I probably should have fact checked this before I.
No, I'm fine. You can spread some fake news.
Uterus. Oh my god, are we gonna make people paranoid?
If it helps, while you're searching for it, I saw a thing on the internet this morning that was a guy who had so he had his teeth, like all his teeth were fine, but then he has an extra tooth, which has grown like further back from the top of his mouth. It's like weird, but it's just like, how has that happened? And it's probably like a weird similar thing where like some cells have like got the wrong idea, and it's just gone like, well, produce this. And the same way it's like, you know, like you're saying, these weird cysts where it's just like some cells have gone into overdrive, whatever, and just gone, well, here we go. Let's produce a blob of nail or whatever.
God, that is disturbing. And it's like, that's so shit if you have to go through that.
This guy was like, oh yeah, and it doesn't hurt that much. I've got this like little dent in my tongue where it rests. And I was like, yes, the dent in your tongue is from the tooth which has been
digging into you.
Oh dear, come on.
But this is the thing, I find it so scary that there's so many illnesses and diseases and stuff that we have no idea about, and it's not even stuff that's necessarily like really rare things.
It doesn't make any sense. It's just weird. Like, this is what I mean. The human body is capable of amazing things, you know, crazy, amazing things. But the human body is also capable of, you know, choking on a piece of spaghetti which you haven't quite swallowed, or
oh my god,
or producing some weird quirk somewhere. It's just like, oh, by the way, I grew this extra tooth for you, and you're like, thanks, I hate it. It's a weird like I say, the human body is ultimately a leaky ship that sometimes has unexpected surprises.
A leaky ship. Oh my god, why would you say that?
What?
A leaky ship. That's just, I don't know why that sounds so graphic.
Well, it's just like, it's not that. No, I'm just like, okay.
Sorry.
No, alright. I mean, I guess it's not the most pleasant image now that I think about it, but I'd not really thought about it.
I don't know why. I was thinking of like a pirate ship oozing snot. That was like essentially that's where my mind.
Why did you say that?
Well, you started it.
Don't try this with me. This is okay, right. You know what?
I found out
Let's go on to the music.
Oh wait. I found out what the cyst thing is called. It's called the dermoid cyst. A dermoid cyst is a sac-like growth that is present at birth. It contains structures such as hair, fluid, teeth, or skin glands that can be found on or in the skin. Dermoid cysts grow quickly and are not tender unless ruptured. They usually occur on the face, inside the skull, but basically, I think this woman who had it in her uterus, I think, she'd given birth.
Yeah.
And then a year later, they found out like some of these like dermoid cells or whatever from giving birth had ended up creating this cyst in So it was like her baby's hair and teeth and whatever. Yeah.
Oh man. That's crazy. I mean, apparently they can be removed, so there you go.
Yeah. It's not like a... Yeah.
That's so strange. Yeah, look, the human body's fucking weird.
Well, this explains why we don't do a medical section of the podcast.
The Walter Wright's medical.
The best bit is like I was trying to say things in a correct way, I guess. It was just not going to plan. I was like, how do I explain this?
I love how every week on the podcast we could have, I mean, so we've already had my thought for the week, which is the human body is fucking weird or whatever it was. And now we've also got the Walter Wright's medical section, which is us finding out about some weird medical thing and going, ugh.
I know, I feel so mean. It's like, it's obviously...
I'm not directing it at the people at all. I feel sorry for the people who've got these going on. I'm just like, the facts that our bodies are so fucking prone, like, the facts that cells are so prone to going wrong, that it's just like, oh, by the way, I accidentally grew an extra tooth here. I'm
in my eye.
How? How did you do that? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hell no. Should we go on to the music section before it all goes wrong?
Yeah.
You put 4 songs in this week, and I was like,
I
liked
put
all
like
of your
a
songs.
billion songs. Yeah, I was on one this week.
And I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna put 2 in because I love your songs. And I'm gonna break all the rules. Can I start with one of mine?
Yes.
Which technically is not one of mine. So it's The Kiss of Venus, by Paul McCartney and Dominic Fike. Now, you had this on the playlist.
Yes.
A little while ago, and I really vibed to it. I was like, this is great. And then when it came to last week's recording, I was like, oh, she took it off.
Yes.
Oh. But I was so into it, so I was like, no, I'll bring it back.
I was
so The Kiss of Venus.
Confused when I saw it in there, because the reason why I took it out was because Dominic Fike had a hit last summer called 3 Nights. 3 Nights?
I thought you were about to tell me that Dominic Fike has been cancelled and I've made a terrible error of judgment.
Oh, no, I hope not. I hope not.
No, I hope not.
But basically, because he had a hit last summer, I was like, Paul McCartney, he's a happy man. I was like, I'd rather give the time to one of the other people that we spoke about last week, because these guys are sorted, you know?
This is valid.
That was why I took it out. There was no dramatic reason. It was just that...
This is fair.
Yeah.
Does it ever amaze you that Paul McCartney's still... And he's not even that old. He's only 79. But, like... I'm just like, you're still going? You're still doing the music thing?
It's incredible.
Me, go on. You do your thing, man. You go for it. I really like this song. I love it.
It's a vibe.
I was like very confused. I was very confused. So I listened to the song. I was like, it sounded like, I knew it was like a cover kind of thing. And I was like, oh, it sounds very like classic Beatles.
Yeah.
And then I discovered, oh, this is not. Like, I heard the original, because this is like, so it comes from the like reimagined album basically.
Yeah.
So I like listened to the original and I was like, wait, so this is like quite acoustic and like held back and stuff. And then this over the top, like this is all Dominic Fike, and I was like, this is good. I can't even explain it. It just felt very natural. Like, you could have told me this was like a Beatles song, and I'd have been like, yes, that checks out. Aside from the, like modern kind of like lyrics and things that
I get what you mean.
Singing. But it's a real bop. I love it.
I remember like expecting Paul McCartney's voice to just suddenly appear in it.
Yeah.
I was like waiting for it. I was like, what's going on here?
Absolutely.
But it's like chill vibes, like, but a bop. But I don't know. It's a cool.
And it's very
cool
catchy.
song.
It is very catchy. Like, I just keep sitting here singing The Kiss of Venus. I'm not gonna sing it, but like round and round in my head. I'm just like, this has really got itself deep in my brain.
You think that's bad? You should listen to Dominic Fike's For Getting Stuck in Your Head. Not you think that's bad. His hit 3 Nights, you've probably heard it because it, like, obviously did really well. But it got stuck in my head for months, and now I've mentioned it, I'm definitely going to have it stuck in my head again.
Almost certainly. I can't help feeling that you have a little bit played yourself here.
But, it's worth it though, because this song as well. It's just what you need.
It's just really well done. Like, it really catches the like vibe really well. I think he's done a really good job, honestly. Like, it's one of those weird things where a cover you can be like, ugh. But this is like a cover that's also
its own thing, and
its own thing.
Yeah.
It's good in its own right. It's good because it's a good cover. He's fucking nailed it. I love it. I'm
just seeing. So it came out last year. It doesn't say what month.
I can tell you it was apparently March.
March. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's worth listening. Oh my god, ability to speak. It's worth listening because there's like Phoebe Bridgers and like Anderson .Paak and all that jazz on that. Fucking Just end me. Just.
Well, I'll tell you something. So I've just looked at the something here, and apparently he said about the song. He's like, when I started making this, the song wasn't out yet, and it was surreal to think there was no YouTube video to teach me how to play it. I was the first person to get to figure it out. It started out as an exact cover, but quickly morphed into this because there was no world where I was going to try and outdo the original, so I made it my own. And I think that's a pretty good way of approaching it, you know, like, rather than try and compete and, like, make something better or, like, whatever.
Yeah. No, and that's what, like, I think
build on it and make your own thing. Absolutely. And I think he nailed it.
I think unless you're, like, singing at a wedding and someone wants you to mimic the original artist, I think, like, when you do a cover, you should, even if it's bringing your own accent into it, it's cool. Yeah. It's just like, yeah.
Absolutely. No, it was a good song. So I was like, no, I want to talk about this. This is a good song. So I brought it back. You're welcome.
Should I don't know, which one do you want to
go
go
anywhere.
On to next?
Go anywhere you like. Pick any song. I don't mind.
Well, okay. Well, I'll go with your other one.
All right.
Then. Sleepyhead.
Sleepyhead. Yeah. It's fine. I'll carry you. It's okay.
Sleepyhead. Why? By Passion Pit.
What did you think of this?
That it's a wacky. It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's like a beautiful, colourful, like electronic, but it's like chaotic and peaceful at the same time. Do you get
Definitely. I 100% get you. This was actually so I can't take credit for discovering it because this was sent to me by one of our listeners, who is also called Chris. So Chris, hello. He sent it to me a few weeks ago. He's like, oh, you might like it. You might want to talk about it. So I listened to it and I was like, this is great. This is so good. Like, it's weird because it's like, it makes me happy in an odd way. Like, it just feels naturally like happy, and it's quite.
It's like you're in an arcade or something. It's just
it's like almost like a dreamland kind of like out of body like thing. And I'd listened to a bit of Passion Pit before because Matt had actually sent me a song.
I was literally just thinking that it's very Matt vibes.
It does feel like him, yeah, exactly. So he sent me a song and I was like, oh, this is good. And then so Chris sent me a song. I was like, oh, I like it because it's kind of got like, it's got like a sample in it. So I didn't realize that there's like a sample in there which is apparently from like an Irish Irish folk song or something.
Yeah, that I can hear that. Yeah, that would make
sense. I was
sense.
like, oh, but I've definitely heard it in other things, and I've never really thought about it. So I heard it in this and I was like, all right, and I googled it and yeah, apparently it's sampled. I just don't. It genuinely is like an out of body kind of like disorientating, but also fun song.
Yeah.
Beautifully weird, I think, was the thing I thought.
Definitely.
Beautifully weird. But no, so Chris, thank you so much for sending it. I did love it. And of course, if anyone does ever have any music that you think we would like, please send it to us. Because even if we don't talk about it, I love getting new music from people and listening to things I haven't listened to.
Massively.
I mean, this song is like 2008 as well, so don't worry, it doesn't have to be
is it?
the newest song. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy, right?
I genuinely thought this was like came out in the last year.
It literally could have done. It could have done. It's almost it's like timeless as well. But no, 2008. So please, if you have a song and you think we'd like it, hit us up. You can message us You can message us individually. You can message the podcast account. You can comment on a YouTube video, wherever. Put it somewhere and we'll see it, and we will check it out. But yeah, I loved it. Right. So your songs this week are. Okay. Can I just say I fucking love the playlist this week.
Do you? I've been having a good music week.
It's been great. The weird thing is, right, all of these songs are less than 3 minutes. I've just noticed.
Oh my god, they are.
All of them are quite, like, short, almost. But, like, they're all fucking bops in different ways. I'm going to start with... Okay, Underground by Cody
Oh
Frey.
my god, this shook my world this week.
What the hell?
I'm so glad you are.
What the hell?
Did you listen to it like I listened to it with my speaker setup, like my beastie speakers, and oh my god, I mean, did you, because the thing is, I'm guessing headphones will have the same effect as well. Did you listen to it like in a proper...
Yeah, so I've got like, with my headphones I like mess around like EQ'd them before and stuff, because I'm like, I like a bit more bass and like
bass.
things and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, same. Yeah.
So I put it on, I just turned this on, I was just doing something, and it was like the first half minute or whatever, I was like, this is nice,
It's nice, yeah,
good.
yeah.
And then the like orchestra comes in and I'm like, alright, hang on a second, let's stop. I just like literally stopped what I was doing. I was like, you've caught me, you've caught my attention. I'm guessing that originally, I don't actually know anything about Cody Frey, sadly.
Nathaniel
I'm guessing that this
loves
song...
Cody Frey.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
He's mentioned it, I think, a few times.
maybe I do. Maybe I've just forgotten.
Maybe
I'm guessing that...
Oh no, I was going to be mean. I'm sorry.
You can be mean.
I was going to say, maybe you're a bad friend.
I am a bad friend, to be fair. I can confirm. I was going to say, no, I think... I'm guessing that the song wasn't originally... Like, it didn't have all the orchestral stuff in it.
He did it all. He's the composer.
But like...
I think...
I'm assuming it's not like a new song, so to say. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, I get that would make sense, and he's done it. He's added
I don't
know. Yeah, because I think it's a symphony session, so maybe he had the song. I've only heard this Underground single. Yeah, he's.
I mean, it doesn't take away from it at all. It's like I'm sat there listening to it. So yeah, the first like little bit, and then the orchestra comes in, and I'm like, this is nice. 'Cause it's like strings and stuff accompanying.
Yeah.
It. I'm like, oh, this is nice. This is like, I like where this is going, and then it takes this fucking dramatic turn.
It's so
suddenly
thick.
Everything's there, and I'm like, whoa, what?
It's the French
and it's like
mod.
genuinely like spatial, like sitting in headphones, and you're like, wait, that sound is over there, and that sound is like, whoa! I genuinely feel like this whole orchestra just sat around me. It's fucking brilliant. I'm sorry, I'll shut up.
It's like singer-songwriter meets John Williams, like meets Hollywood film music, and it's like something that I never knew I needed until I heard it, and I was like, this is so well done.
Absolutely.
And I don't.
So apparently the original song was 2012.
Oh wow. And
then re-released with this like orchestral.
The strings as well are just so fit. I actually heard this song. I was reading on live stream, and I just had my music on in the background, and this came on under my recommended, and you literally see it in my eyes where I'm like, because I managed to save the live stream because I was like, that's kind of cool that I don't know, like I got to watch myself react to it, where I'm reading my book and I'm like, that's cool, but I sort of ignore it, and then I'm like, no, hang on, and then I put the book down and I'm like, what the fuck is going on, and then I rewind it and I'm like, this is amazing.
Genuinely, I'm like, it's the same thing. Yeah, I was like sat here, I'm like doing my thing, I'm just like general life admin stuff, and I'm just like, okay, hang on, what's going on here? What's happening here? And it's like, I don't know if you've seen any of the lyrics, because it's basically about a guy who's stuck underground on some train tracks, and the train is like speeding towards him, and like he's got nowhere to go, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, it's almost so dramatic it fits the whole feel of it.
I did not look at the lyrics. I was so distracted by the orchestration. I did not even.
I am in love with this song.
It's so good.
I'm in love with it from beginning to end. I was just like, I was almost sad because it's so like short. I'm like, so you went from, it's just you singing, and then there's some strings, and then there's some, and then fuck me, there's a whole orchestra, and then whoa, what the fuck, whoa, 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 and then suddenly at the end, just him again, and his guitar, and I'm like, I'm sorry, and then it ends, and you're like, it's only been 2 minutes 50 seconds. What the fuck?
I can't wait for him to release like more stuff like that. It would be so cool.
Fuck me, I want all of that straight into my veins, please, and thank you.
I want this to become a popularized genre of music as well.
Yes.
Like composer, singer-songwriter. I think that's just so fit.
I always tend to love them when they go for like an orchestral, like even though like someone redoes like this, they redo their song or whatever, but then they add an orchestra in there. It's like if you get sometimes artists will do it, and it's like you kind of a bit like, did you need the orchestra for this? I'm not sure about it.
Oh yeah,
but sometimes
where
it
it's
just
like
works.
really basic strings, and sometimes it's like, oh yeah, here we go again. Like
you just wanted to record with an orchestra, okay, great, fine. But sometimes it just works, and it's like you're just like beautiful sounding, like, because that's the thing, the strings they sound incredible. Like, I don't know what the setup is. I don't know what the room is like, what the mics are, how, but it's just like
this is
it like you had to have on these like quality instruments, and they were like really fantastic players, and I'm like, I don't know.
I said to Piers, I was like, I want to write something like this. I want to record something do something like this. And I was like,
if I could make something like this. I don't know what
software. Yeah, I was just like, I don't even know if I could do that on Logic. Like, it's like you need a combination of Logic and Sibelius, like fused together, and then,
I need an orchestra on hand ready to.
That's the
like,
thing.
Hey guys, can you play this?
I think I can convince my like old orchestra to do it, like my uni orchestra. It's just like, oh, how cool would that be? Maybe that will be a project in a few years' time.
Insane. Watch the space. Watch the space. You never know.
We can do it together. It'll be so cool.
Oh my god.
What next? Oh.
Go literally anywhere, because I mean all of these are fucking brilliant.
Okay, Like Me by Greta Isaac.
Alright. Okay. Hit me with what you thought.
Okay, so I know I said that. Oh well, yeah. I think it's really catchy, and it's really, I don't know. Like, it's really sort of, even though it's like original, but doing. I'm butchering this. I can't even fucking...
No. Stick with it. It's fine.
I think that even though it's might follow a lot of like pop structure, pop traditions, it's still comes across as like really fresh, which I like.
You know the whole like me bit? Like, I want you to like me with it.
That's
it's
the
almost
catchy
like,
bit.
It almost feels like, again, it's weird. It sounds like some like orchestral, like rising strings kind of thing. There's something about like the cadence of it. Where have I come from with this? But like the cadence and like melody, the way it like rises.
Yeah.
Is almost like something more orchestral. That's like, it's just really good. And then I love how it like. There's something about the There's like a bit between the just before the first verse, it's got like the guitar and stuff in it, and it's like it messes with my brain, because on the one hand it sounds very modern, very contemporary, very like pop, and you know, like the drums are also like electronic drums, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But then also it has like an weird like
quality.
Yeah, like it.
You could imagine her singing it with a guitar and like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what I was gonna try and explain. I just didn't have the words. Like,
we got there in the end between us.
Yeah, I also she has another song called FU, which I really liked as well.
So apparently she is originally Welsh, which I mean, she is Welsh, but like it makes sense almost. Like it's one of those things, like the Welsh have like a stereotype of being good at singing, like they have good voices.
Yeah.
Well, the stereotype continues because it fucking like the quality of the voice is incredible.
She's quite Sigrid-y in that like soothing way. That sort of and I did check.
The song itself almost has a bit of a Sigrid feel to it.
Yeah. It's got that, you know, bit like bass drop, and it's got that sort of like club. I'd love to hear it at a club. I don't know. That's the type of music I want to hear at clubs, where it's still got that dance feel, but it's not just like doof 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 doof. I can't.
The weird thing, a lot of these songs this week, I was thinking, is they're like, you want to dance to them, but like, how do I put this? It's not like a conventional dance.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm already somewhere. I mean, I did. Obviously, the dancing I do when no one's watching is weird anyway. But it's just like, the rhythm to it's just like, it's really lots of unusual kind of rhythms and things. But they're all very much like, you want to dance or do something, because they are catchy and they get you. Like, I can't even put it into words. This week has just been like, the music, I love it. It's really incredible. And the weird thing again is that if you look at the lyrics, it's like, like, what is this? I get so tired of myself, I wish I was somebody else, but I want you to like me. And I'm like, oh. And then at the end it's like, I don't care about me enough. God, I hope that somebody does. And I was like,
I want to give you a hug.
Yeah. It's very like, it's very relatable almost, of like that feeling of, maybe it's coming from the anxiety side of things, of like, oh my god, sorry, I'm messing about with something, and it's like, I'm fiddling around with things, and it's like a terrible thing, and just dropped it. Yes, it's a real relatable thing. It's similar about the Cody Fry one, when I was like, I mean, I didn't initially think it was literally about someone about to get hit by a train.
Yeah.
But like, it was very relatable, kind of. You feel like you can relate to it in some weird kind of way.
Yeah.
It's all very weird. I love this week's playlist. I'm just in love with it.
It's very motivating playlist, I'd say. It's all very like, there's nothing weirdly. That's. I know underground there are some depressing lyrics, but there's something about the music that it is. Say you listen to Skinny Love by Birdie, you are gonna cry. You're not gonna be going for a run like, come on, Skinny Love. You're not gonna. Yeah, that's a
full on sad song.
And it's like Sigrid with her song Dynamite. Like, we need songs like that, but we also need the other side, which is like what we've got going on here, which is we can be sad, but we're gonna be motivated, and we're gonna
I think it's a little bit life. Like Sigrid stuff recently. The
with Griff,
Mirror, and I was thinking about Mirror and the Burning Bridges, but also it's that kind of same thing of like, it's sad, but like not like a sit down and be sad kind of thing. More like life is shit, but we're gonna keep pushing through it and going.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep going. It's that kind of feeling. So yeah, I agree. You do need those. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, all of the songs have a depressing component to them in some way. Apart from Kiss of Venus, maybe. I mean, the one I was gonna go on to, unless you have anything else to say.
No. You hit me.
I was gonna go on to Numb Little Bug by Behold.
Yeah, Behold. I would go Behold, but then Behold might make more sense. But do it in an American.
First of all, I'm sorry.
She's Canadian, I think. Is she Canadian? She's either American or Canadian.
Alright, well, I'm sorry that I butchered your name. I'm not even going to try and keep going with it, otherwise I'm just going to make a fool of myself. I'm gonna make a fool of myself and I won't do it anymore. This song is so you like this. I think this place is full of me just like I was doing something at the same time I was listening. So I'm like doing something. I'm like, okay, what? I didn't think I even got done what I was working on because I kept stopping to be like, hello. This song is yeah, I like it.
I'm being called out here.
No, I mean it. Again, this one was like. It started off, I was like, oh, this is happy. This is nice. This is a good vibe. I love this. I love this. First line, I don't feel a single thing. Have the pills done too much? I'm like, I feel very conflicted, but I'm still vibing. I'm still going. In the chorus, do you ever get a little bit tired of life? Like you're not really happy, but you don't want to die. Like you're hanging by a thread, but you got to survive. I'm like, yep, I feel that. Still vibing. Still. I'm like, this is sad, and I know it's sad, and I'm relating to it. But I do feel a bit like I want to dance.
You want to dance while singing about being depressed? Like, what wizardry is that? I love that.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
She's very talented. I've listened to her. This song I knew about. It's a TikTok known song, and
I was gonna say it feels like it would do well on TikTok.
Yeah, and the thing was, I found out about her on TikTok last year. I don't know if it was earlier than that, but I think it's last year. And she's got Groundhog Day and City of Angels, which I've listened to, and that Groundhog Day is a really cool song, and as well, it's just she's definitely one to watch. She's gonna do big things.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Apparently, this is the first song of the year from them, of the 2022. Like, it's actually released as a single.
Yeah.
It's just I just think it's incredible to be able to take something that's inherently so sad, because not to bring it down, but like it is kind of like I relate to it. Like, do you ever get tired of life? Like, you're not really happy, but you don't want to die. Like a numb little bird that's got to survive. And I'm like, yes, I do know that feeling actually quite well. Yeah, it's like being sad, and not even like I want to die kind of sad. Just like, I think I talked about it a little bit last week. The feeling of being like empty and like just like,
yeah,
just generally a bit done. I love it, but yeah, again, it was like I'm dancing to it. And I'm like, yes, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling depressed, but I want to dance. And it's like, what? It's incredible. It's incredible. She's got a great voice. I love the vibe.
I've just realised, so I think when I looked at her originally, she was unsigned, and I was thinking, I'm pretty sure she must be signed by now. And she's signed to Republic Records, which is owned by Universal. So, yeah, so that...
Alright, you wanted to get that in case they're still listening, eh? You're worried I might still be listening, and you thought you'd cover your back, yeah?
You know, my favourite people in the world.
Yeah. Alright, good. Well done. That was very smooth of you.
Well, no, the thing is, I have a little logbook of like people who I think are gonna shine through, and
it's good that she signed to the correct label. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It's just
it's good that her loyalties are clear and you respect that. That's where you go.
It's just like, oh, I don't know, like they have the same vision as me. But should this be my job interview? No.
The same vision, huh? Do you want to sound any more corporate? Should we take a trip over to your LinkedIn profile?
Oh my god, no, don't. I'm embarrassed by myself.
I don't know why I've taken the turn from being quite supportive of you up until now to suddenly just calling you out.
Can you be mean to me when I get the job instead of now? Because when I don't get the job, I'm going to be like, this is when I still had hope and Chris was bullying me. The worst thing is, all I've got in my head is, do you ever get a little bit tired of life? I'm tired of life right now.
When I'm driving home...
died.
Fucking hell. But you don't want to die. You might not be happy, but you don't want to die, Kat. Come on, you gotta survive.
Oh, you did that beautifully. I'm so proud of you. My face hurts.
Thank you. I love the song, and I know that it's going to be one of these things. From now on, when I leave work and I've had a shit day and I feel awful, I'm just going to go to this playlist. I'm going to be like, right, let's go. And I'll drive home and I'll be like, and I'll look at people like, everything's shit today. And I'll probably be sectioned, but it'll be great.
I wonder if you can cry to this song as well. Because in my head, I'm always happy when I'm listening to this song because it's just a bop. But I'm gonna try and work out if you can successfully cry to this song as well.
I think so. I'll let you know.
Let's cry test it. Let me know.
I'll let you know. We'll do a little test this week. I'm sure I'll cry at some point, and so then I'll let you know.
Love it. So we've got one left, I think. Yeah. This is a bit raunchy.
It's a little bit raunchy.
Little bit.
Can I? This will sound like a weird thing to come from.
Mhm.
It sounded a little bit Lady Gaga at times, if that makes sense.
See, I think Charlie XCX, but Lady Gaga. Yeah, that makes sense as well, doesn't it? Yeah,
no, I feel that it's like I can hear both of them, Charlie XCX as well. Now that you mention it, yeah. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, it's a little bit like, ooh, but it's I like what you do these things. You pull out I like to call them the LGBTQ plus anthems.
Yeah, that is.
You know.
Yeah.
Like you pull them out and it's just like, let's go. It's another one for the anthem playlist of like starting off with like, you know, she's got a boyfriend and whatever, and then but she was on your mind and like you wanted to touch her, you told her you liked her, and I was like, go on, do it, go for it,
do it.
We love it.
Like
where's that bisexual pride flag? You need to raise it up, everyone. Raise that flag. It's weird again. It's like you're vibing to it, and you're like, oh, go on, but again it's quite sad because it's like
about being in love with your best friend,
and they don't like, I mean, yeah, they don't love you back. I was like reading lyrics and I'm like, do I think they don't love you back? So it's like, oh, I feel sad for you, but also I want to dance to this, and what's, I don't know, I can't even, but it's fucking yeah, you know what, now you mention it, Charlie, it has very much Charlie XCX vibes as well, which is both good. I mean, Charlie XCX, Lady Gaga, both of those are great great things.
Yeah, this, I don't know, it's definitely an anthem, and I think actually I might use this as a kickstart to doing a playlist which is just queer anthems, because I think it's time. But like, not just queer anthems like Girl in Red, you know, like Phoebe Bridgers, like not the people that everyone knows about necessarily, like the sort of the rising up queer anthem.
And the weird thing is, like, even what song we talked about last week, the Cruelest song, the name which is escaping me for a second, Come Over Again. The one that isn't in itself, like, I don't think it was written from an LGBT standpoint, but people have used it for that.
Yeah.
And it's like almost been adopted as an anthem, despite not really. I think that's almost like a good little one. I don't know why I'm trying to make this playlist for you. I was just. Anyway, I've made a fool of myself. Haven't
we, you know, both, darling?
We have, darling. Yes. Yeah, Girlie she looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched. There's a couple of videos I saw her, and I was just like, I love your vibe. I don't know why. It's like,
yeah,
I just going for it. Very free expression, and like, it's great.
Cyber goth is how on the Spotify bio, yeah, she is listed. Which
I'll go for that.
It gives me like the cover art is quite Ashnico.
Ashnico, yeah,
and I'm
I see that.
I fuck with that.
I see that. Why did you cough then? Were you not sure about the say? He was like, I fuck with that.
It was like a oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I not in like a.
I was like, sorry. Sorry.
I probably sounded a bit creepy. I probably sounded a bit like a predator then, like.
What's happened? What's happened this week?
No, I don't
Fucking
know.
hell.
I'm tired. Apparently. Oh, there is a new song which will be out by the time this is aired by Dove Cameron, who is like a Disney actress.
You can't help but just keep putting songs in this week, can you? It's not enough that 4 songs on a playlist this week for you.
I know.
Technically 5, because I brought back one of yours. I'm joking.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know why I've taken this weird bullying turn. I've got to pull back. Pull it back in. Rein it in.
Basically, she's coming out with a new song, and it's got very similar vibes. It is about.
Have you heard the song?
I've heard like snippets on TikTok.
TikTok. Alright.
Yeah. It's basically saying that she could be a better boyfriend. So it's kind of a similar. It's another
queer anthem.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I'm just excited about this playlist that I'm gonna make.
Be excited. I mean, maybe we can maybe we'll talk about it one week. I am.
Yeah.
I love it, but I'm counting on us including that song next time we do a podcast. If you don't include this song, I'll be like, Kat, what the fuck? You got fucking issues, mate.
I found so many good songs this week. Honestly, I don't even know how there was only a couple on like there was only 4.
I'm excited. I mean, I'm assuming that the next few podcasts are going to have you putting in fucking bops, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Right, I formally apologise for being a mess this week. I blame Chris.
Of course, yes. Universal, obviously, you are the only music label for this podcast. All others don't compare, etc., etc. I am the source of problems, and Kat is obviously going to be a wonderful fit for you. So congratulations on offering her. I'm just trying to speak it into existence.
Manifesting. Oh no, because imagine if so say I get rejected and then I have to apply somewhere else, and they're like, oh yeah, we've checked out your podcast and you fucking love. Then I will
go back and edit. Okay, let me try some different options. So Warner Music Group, it's been you are our favourite music, etc., etc. Who's the other one? Sony,
yeah.
Sony, you are our favourite record label, etc., etc. Good, that will cover us for the main things, and I can just edit in the correct one as and when the time comes. Obviously, any music label would be lucky to have Kat, and I mean that genuinely. I know that so far I've been bullying.
I'm not normally this much of a mess.
She's actually pretty good. She just has moments. And I think if you can get past those moments that she has, like I have for many years now, what you'll find is that 90% of the time it's fucking brilliant, and the other 10% of the time it's brilliant, but for all the wrong reasons. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You can use that on your CV if you want.
Thanks.
You can use that. Well, thanks for coming to the podcast. It's been a mess. And did you ever expect anything else? No. It would be foolish for you to have come and expected anything else. And we will see you in what for you will be 2 weeks' time, but for us will be an unknown period between now and then, when we work out how to record it again and I wake up in the morning.
Woo!
You had no idea what to say, did you? You had no idea what to say.
I didn't know what you were going to end with, so I was just
To be honest with you, I didn't know what I was going to end with. I just thought I'd keep talking and see how long it was before I gave up on words.
Well, you did a great job. I'm proud of you, Boo.
Thank you. I'm proud of you too, Boo. We love you lots. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, you sexy fuckers.
Why?
I don't know.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.